And here's his wife, Linda, in the audience.
Hopped on a plane this morning, got here about an hour before the tournament started. Of course, I have to be here with my husband. This is a dream come true for him. He really enjoys the competitive nature, and he's learning so much. He said, I just keep learning. Every time I play with these guys, I just keep learning and keep learning.
She says he's learning and learning, but right now he's doing the teaching here, Vince. He is the main man at this table with the chip lead.
All right, back to this hand, Jerry. With an ace-king, gonna raise. Makes it 80,000 into Hoyt.
Well, Hoyt's played about every hand. This three-handed game has yet to win a pot, so he's going to set one out here as he folds the queen three.
Into Johnathan. He's got a little suited connector. 4-5 of hearts.
Call.
He's going to speculate.
Vince, he's been very frisky so far. Playing short-handed here, no doubt about it. Calling raises, this time with a 5-4.
Let's go to the flop. Nice one for Jerry. Hits the kings.
Now it's come king 7-7.
Johnathan quickly checks, and, you know, he's going to try to disguise his hand. Jerry is. He checks as well.
And now the queen comes off. Well, will Johnathan take a stab at it? He doesn't hear as he checks. The youngster now is going to bet 110,000.
Got to come out of the bushes and get some money out of this.
Now Johnathan looking back at his hand. Johnathan, you have the 5-4 of hearts, my friend. Well, playing with his wedding ring. What does that mean?
Raise.
It means he raises, I guess.
Well, he may not have much of a hand, but he's got creativity. He's got guts. Might not to be the best timing at this moment.
There you see the puzzled look by the youngster here. Now, even though you have ace-king in this spot, you're fearful your opponent has a 7 in his hand. He checked on the flop, and now he's checked raised you on the turn.
He's going to bump it up 270,000 in addition.
The old man might be taking an oil spill right here because Jerry beats him in the pot with the 2 kings. Well, an ace comes off. Well, the youngster now has aces and kings. Johnathan said, look, I took my stab at this pot. So he is virtually waving the flag right here. No way the youngster can lose.
Check.
But he checks on the river.
Ace-king.
He said just ace-king. Well, that's going to get the job done. So Johnathan picking the wrong time to raise right there.
Jerry Bird seemed very happy at that. All his buddies from Rochester, New York.
And with that pot, Jerry once again takes the chip lead. He's up to 2.7 million in chips. Majored in biological engineering at Cornell University. So a bright kid. And he is going to raise it on the button here, 80,000 with the 10-8 offsuit.
Hoyt Corkins quickly folding, but Johnathan wants revenge. He's got king 7, makes the call.
Well, Vince, you got to say these guys are playing. They're fighting for the pots for sure. Well, flop comes 10-9-4. Jerry is flop top pair here, but it's Johnathan who's reaching for chips to do the betting.
Starting to steam off here a little bit.
Well, Vince, he took a bluffing pill a minute ago. Certainly a playing pill because he's playing every hand in every pot now.
It's been 130.
Well, he's going to make the call.
To the discomfort of Johnathan Kantor. Turn card's a queen of spades.
Well, that no help to either player. It does give Johnathan a gut shot straight draw. He checks.
Jerry going to check behind him.
Well, deuce of diamonds comes off on the river. And look at this, Vince. Johnathan with just a king high is reaching for chips. 205,000. And there you see the disgust in Jerry's face right now, thinking his 2 10s are beat.
So weird.
Johnathan's going to try to bully through the young guy.
He's afraid his opponent got queen jack, king queen, 2 pair.
Yeah. Jack 10.
He's trying to figure out all the hands that can beat his 2 10s. But as we can see, Johnathan has absolutely nothing.
Like Jack 10, King 10.
You know, agony for the 24-year-old right now.
Yeah. Terrible spot. I don't know if you've ever bluffed me.
Well, Well, the interesting thing is the perception of Johnathan Kantor early on was so tight and solid. Perhaps this will work. Little do they know this guy has changed gears before our very eyes.
Well, we talk about changing gears. He
gonna
has
work.
stripped gears, Vince. Certainly bluffs him there.
Show one. I'm using my one time.
You want to see it?
I want my one time.
You want to see it?
My one time.
Oh!
Listen,
That just adds to the pain, doesn't it, Vince?
Salt in the wound there.
you made one bluff.
Will the bluffing continue here at Beau Rivage? We will see when we return on the World Poker Tour.
The money's the least of my concerns. I'm playing for the title. The talk and all the gamesmanship between people gets me amped up and makes it exciting for me.
Johnathan Kantor.
Welcome back to the World Poker Tour with the Southern Poker Championship at the beautiful Beau Rivage. Three-handed poker continues.
There you heard Johnathan Kantor say it's not about the money to him, it's about the title. You have to believe that when he flies his wife in on the private jet.
All right, to the table we go. Action on young Jerry, and he quickly folds. And now Hoyt Corkins with an ace deuce is going to raise.
Well, makes it 110,000 to go. Ace high figures to be the best hand against the big blind, but it's not in this case. The oil man struck oil again. Two kings here.
A gigantic hand.
Raise.
And he announces raise. Well, Hoyt made it 110,000 to go. Let's see how much Johnathan's going to make it.
$275.
To the complete discomfort of Hoyt Corkins.
Well, I'll tell you right now, Hoyt Corkins is going to feel like a punching bag. Certainly in this three-handed game. He had the chip lead, and now he's down to a distant third. These guys have just been pounding on him. And Vince Hoyt's the kind of guy that liable to just make a stand and gamble here.
He's trying to get a reaction. He smiles, but he